Shalom, que pasa, buenos dias, my aloha, bonjour, ciao. Welcome to my channel, Cowboys Hippie Live. Just want to share a little bit about this, about being saved right here, okay? Because look, right here, Paul was talking about, he says, now I plead with you, brethren. Again, that brethren is those who had did Acts 2:44, and they were all living together, and they were trying to speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among them, and that they were completely joined together in the same mind and same judgments. And right here it says those of Chloe's household and Stephen's household, because they kept their house and they just pack a bunch of people in there to see fit. But even Paul says, for Christ did not send me to baptize, but to preach the gospel of the kingdom on earth, brothers dwelling together in unity, not with wisdom of words. Okay, so he laid down his life. That's what he's showing you there. That's saying, lest the cross of Christ should be made of no effect. Because we need to go to Christ for an example. That's what it means. It don't mean just believe in him and then do whatever you want to do. But listen to this. This is important. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing. But to those who are being saved, it is in the power of God. It is the power of God. Being saved is a process. Okay? It's a free gift. All right? Because at the end of, right here, when the Old Testament pretty much ended in Malachi, okay, there was a period of what they call the Dark Ages in history where, nobody heard from God. Well, that's what Christ did. He did his part and he brought us back. He became the perfect lamb. But we have to be obedient and do what he says, family. And it's hard to love those who are weak in the faith. It gets hard for me because it's so simple. But I know that they're perishing. Our Father's using all this division to actually bring the humble few together that want to establish his kingdom on earth and be of the same mind and same judgment. And they have to practice that night and day. Listening to one another, submitting to one another. And as it says in 1 John 1:3, we know we passed out of death into life because we love the brethren. It says, though our fellowship is with each other, it's actually with God the Father and the Son. Okay? So we have to come back to love. Sometimes you got to love harsh. It says some you got to snatch out of the fire. Really tell them that, man, you lost and you really think you found. But process, being saved. Being saved. That is a process. The same as Christ had to learn his obedience by the things he suffered. That's what Hebrews chapter 3 says, not me. But anyway, for Christ did not please himself. Okay? It's, and that should be, if you follow him, we shouldn't be pleasing ourselves. And we do. We got to come back to love, community. That's the only way. Be subjected to one another. All right? Have no authority for your life. Trust in man. You trust God in the man. You don't trust man. You trust God in every man. Much love, family. Bear with one another. Let there be no divisions. All right? Community is that gospel.